back to the show. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Friendly Designs. And of course, I'm your host, Friendly. And of course, we have a wonderful audience. Aren't they great, everyone? Oh, they're just so perfect. And of course, we're back with Friendly Designs, the show that talks about building, terraforming, and everything you need to know to be the bestest builder that ever was. And of course, we do have our friend, Friendly on the Fields, who shows us examples of what we could or should do, you know? I think that from now on, he should be the one to introduce our topics, because it's so hard for me to do it, you know? So hard. So hard. Anyway, I don't want to cry, otherwise I'll have to retouch my makeup. That's what talk show hosts have for these days. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you so much for all the support, the love, and don't forget to press the subscribe button, the like button, and if you really like these videos and have ideas for videos, comment down below. I don't usually say that, but you know what? Hi. Anyway, guys, let's get to it. Let's go. Let's speak to Friendly on the Fields. Hello, Friendly. We are currently going through a storm right now. I hope that you are having a wonderful afternoon. We are currently experiencing raining of cats and dogs. It's terrible. It's awful. Hate it. Hate it so much. Either way, guys, it's really good to see you again. It's really good. As you can see, it's currently raining, but I'm here to tell you today about decorations. Yes, of course, decorations on your house. That's right, guys. Decorations are really important to bring the house together and give it that edge. Now, you're probably wondering, why would I care about decorations? Well, I'm a Friendly of small needs and big visual effects. Now, I like things to look pretty, okay? I do. It's my thing. As you can see from last time we were here, I've done a bit of decorating to the house. Down here, I put the items that I used, which were just simple items such as stair pieces, lanterns, signs, buttons, trapdoors, fence pieces. Now, those were all used just for this. Also slabs, but slabs are no piece, but whatever. Anyway, I use these to decorate, and as you can see, it's just very simple decoration, something you might see in a Minecraft video online. It's all very, very simple. First up, the pillars. Now, the pillars just go up straight up and down. Now, you don't really have to do these signs. They're annoying, difficult, they take time. I can tell you from personal experience, all of those things are very, very true. But I really like them. It's like a lining all the way around, like a cuff, like wearing a ring or something. The trick to decorating a house is basically making it more layered. How can you make the house look like it's 3D, as you can see, without making it look too chunky? So obviously before we just had the wall, and then I added some slabs and some to make this windowsill. Then on here, you don't really want to add more blocks onto it because the pillar won't look like a proper pillar. So instead, I've added some trapdoors and some signs to make it stand out, but not too much. The same can be seen from every angle, as you can see, and I also took the advantage of putting in lanterns here. Now, you don't have to put the lanterns in there. In fact, you can put only lanterns in certain areas. You can put the lantern down there instead of up there. You can put the lanterns wherever you want, but I just took it as a chance to put some more lighting in this area. Also, I see a lot of people putting buttons in here. I don't know why. I think it's to cover it up, but again, it does give it more dimension. As you can see, it gives it more of a 3D effect. I think that is what you really have to look for when you're decorating. Up here, I decided because it's a medieval build, it's, thrown together, they would have had to put piping or maybe something or railing. And of course, hanging down here is a nice little chain with a light. I thought that looked cool as well. And at the top, I needed something to decorate the roof with. So I did a lining all the way to lead to there. Now, with decoration, it's important, as I said, one thing I like to focus on is symmetry. Symmetry is important, especially when you're doing decorating. You know, one side has to look like the other side. When you're doing decorating, it doesn't have to be the same shape. Like when you're doing the foundation, if it's two different shapes, that's fine too. But if you're gonna do a windowsill on one side that uses a certain block, don't use a different windowsill design on the other side with a different block. It just looks weird. You could make it taller, you can make it shorter, you can make it wider. That's all fine. But you have to use the same sort of design, otherwise it just looks strange. This is, of course, this is different when you're doing roof pieces. You can make the roof window look different from the window sills down there, but that's because it's the roof window, not a wall window. But as you can see from this build, a lot of the time, there's a lot of symmetry. There's one side, this side, this side, this side. Symmetrical, symmetrical. Up here, of course, not so much because that's more of just like a hanging thing. Hanging things often don't look symmetrical. Of course, you can't do that with the chain. But if you think about it, like when you're hanging plants from the top of your roof down to the bottom, they don't often look like they're symmetrical. So yeah, anyway, guys.
Reginald,
Yes?
are you wearing tights?
Tights.
Oh, I know. They're the tightest of tights. Knights in tights.
Oh, yes, rather. Knights and tights who wear them so tightly.
Nightly, tightly, ever so brightly, knights who wear their tights.
If you say so, chap, the knights and tights who wear them tightly, ever so rightly, nightly, tightly, tights.
So you're saying the knights in tights who wear them so tightly, ever so brightly, with the nightly, tightly, even so rightly?
Why, yes. In fact... Are you two quite done?
Tights.
I swear to God, this rain is never going to end. Either way, we're on to fantasy build. Now, the fantasy build is a little bit more colorful. As you can see, I've added some glass in there, which is purple glass. I've added a chimney and some plants. I'm not the 100% versed in fantasy. All I know is that it is kind of more over the top. It's a more dramatic. The roofs are dramatic. The windows can be more dramatic. You know, everything can have its little place of dramaticism. With here, I just did something that was more blending into the theme of fantasy plus medieval, because what I'm used to. Use the same windowsill. I use the pillars over here, you know, drooping down with some lanterns, fill it in with some glass. I guess you could put kind of maybe replace here with a portal or something, or you could turn this into a portal tower. You could even make it skinnier so it goes in and then comes back out. The chimney I did here with the it was a soul fire right there. Chimneys are easy, guys. Just don't overcomplicate chimneys. I've seen so many people overcomplicate them. I've seen people spend like 5 to 6 hours actually just do a chimney design. I'm not kidding on the time. One of my friends took 5 hours doing a chimney design. I just made this in a few minutes and he was like, oh, okay. I think the best thing with fantasy is you can have so much more freedom than medieval over here. Like, this is all about letting your creativity flow and just explode. This one's more about symmetry and uniform and everything looking symmetrical. This one, not so much. This is about craziness and everything falling on top of each other, but, you know, somehow it's all nice and balanced. I think the most important part is just letting your creativity flow when you're doing these builds, and color. Lots and lots and lots of color. I'm not a color fan. I like the dark colors. Speaking of colorless... Oh no, Jupiter, are you sure you don't want to come with me?
Oh, yes, Robert.
But Jupiter, if you don't get on this plane, if you don't come with me, you know that I will have to leave you behind. And I don't really want to do that, Jupiter. Our love is eternal, special even.
Oh, I know.
Well, Jupiter, if you won't come with me, you know I can't come with you in the things we can't do together. If you don't get on this plane, you may miss something. You may miss something for the rest of your life. That thing might be me. I might be the thing you miss. And you'll never know. You'll never know, Jupiter. Not unless you get on that plane and at least give me a chance.
Goodbye.
Well then, I have to say goodbye, Jupiter. I have to say goodbye to you, goodbye to everything, goodbye to our love, and goodbye to everything we know. I'm sorry, Jupiter, but it cannot be. If you won't get onto this plane with me, I have to leave you. This is unfortunate, Jupiter. I'm very sad about this. But goodbye. Goodbye.
So long.
So long, Jupiter. So long. I hope that you understand that I had to go.
Goodbye.
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 The last one is actually the hardest to detail. Now, you're probably wondering, why? It's just a plain house. You're right about that. Modern is very hard to detail. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I put a door there. That was great. I covered some windows with glass. I also wanted to make sure it was a different, like a tint glass, so I actually did light gray instead of white or clear. I thought white would kind of not stand out against the actual white concrete, and clear would just look clear. So I decided to do light gray, so it gives it that kind of tint of different color white. And if we come over here, I did some pillars that'll go all the way down. I decided I wanted to give it like that like radiator. You know how you get those radiators, the heaters and stuff? I just wanted one. and I'd have like a water feature. And I really like the water feature. You know, it only goes halfway, so it comes down from the middle. You could make it from the top if you wanted to. You had to throw something together, and that's what I really liked. And of course, there's a lights down there, so it gives you a light source. And I also did the black. So yeah, there's black down there to kind of contrast with the other black pieces. There's also, I use C blocks because it's a more of a whitish color, more winter color, which works really well. I also did like a piece over here. No reason. There is actually no reason for putting this piece here. I just wanted to, and it looks fine. I think that's another thing about modern. You can place pieces where you want to, and that's fine. As long as you leave it simple, plain, and just don't try to overthink it. It's important not to overthink minimalist buildings. It is. It really is. So many people overthink modern builds and then make it look crazy. Like these are all starter houses. I do want to specify that to you. They are starter houses. Achoo! Oh God. Oh, it's so cold out here. Cold. Anyway, guys, I want to let you guys know these are starter houses. I said that just before. These are starter houses. So that means you shouldn't be taking them too seriously. Like, I know a lot of you are like, these aren't really cool. These aren't like over the top. Oh my God. No, they're starter builds. These are the sort of builds you build at the very beginning of your run. Like if you're starting in the end, this would be a great build. If you're starting in the overworld, or if you're like me and you always seem to find yourself having a shit ton of gravel and sand, this is perfect. Just perfect. But of course, as I said before, one is uniform and symmetrical. One is crazy and creative. One is minimalistic and controlled. It really depends on your style is what you're going to do. Each of these can be easily done and easily added on. I just wanted to show you some examples of some easy starter builds that you could copy, you could take, you can learn from, you can hint from. I don't really mind. I just want to help, and I hope I did. Anyway, I'm gonna give it back to Friendly in the studio. You know, I hope he's having a wonderful day. He's been so kind to me lately. Shoo! So kind. I'm gonna go get hot chocolate and some cold flu tablets. I'm feeling a bit sniffly. I'll see you later. Oh my God, that was so good. I've learned so much. Oh, you know, sometimes friendlies aren't the smartest, and we like to learn things. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching the episode today. Like, seriously, it means so much to me that you do. I really appreciate it. From one friendly person to another, thank you. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being part of the Friendly community. And of course, I've been Friendly. You've been watching Friendly Neighborhood Noob Friendly Designs. That's right. Friendly Designs. I hope you'll come back for the next episode. I'm really enjoying having you on, you know? And so is my audience. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next episode. Remember to eat your spaghetti, don't play with Freddy, and never forgetty. That was terrible. Just go. Goodbye. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Yeah. Bye.